the 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day campaign is celebrating its 10th anniversary at Steyn City, north of Johannesburg. The knitting revolution is in honor of the late global icon. Volunteers knit and weave mesmerising blankets and scarves, which are distributed to the poor all over the globe. SABC News reporter Patricia Fasaghi has more for us.
Well, the Madiba spirit coming alive again as the 67 Blankets campaign for Madiba is marking a 10-year milestone. And the brains behind the campaign, the woman that has obviously kept this campaign going, Caroline Steyn joins me right now. Thank you so much for joining us. What a great milestone.
It's 10 years, and there you were almost 10 years ago at the Union Buildings, remember? When we laid out thousands of blankets.
I remember. It was unbelievable.
It was amazing. And who would have thought that this little challenge that was presented to me by Zelda Lachransi, Mandela's assistant, would snowball into what many people are calling a movement for good, a movement for change in our world. So today I'm a proud mama bear.
Apart from just knitting all these blankets, what are we achieving beyond that? Who's benefiting? What's the message that we're giving society?
I think the benefit is essentially twofold. Of course, we have the goal of warming our nation. But something very beautiful has happened in the process over the past 10 years. Communities are coming together. We are building friendships. We have a beautiful, big, beautiful 67 blankets for Nelson Mandela Day family, comprising thousands of people, like-minded, people who want to make a difference, people who want to help vulnerable people. So it's a twofold benefit.
The spirit of Ubuntu and unity is also arced into this, right?
Well, Yusuf Abramji puts it very beautifully. He calls 67 blankets and the Nitwits for Madiba Ubuntu in action. And that's exactly what we do. We do not sleep. 67 blankets does not sleep. We work every single day, whether it be making blankets or distributing them to people in need, with the likes of Gift of the Givers, with Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. So we don't sleep.
But it stretches beyond the shores of South Africa. How does the global footprint look like?
We are so big. If you look at Facebook, 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, SA today, you will see the explosion of color, the celebrations all around the world, in Washington, D.C., in Maryland, in Southern California, in Australia, everywhere around the world. In Guatemala, go figure, people are making blankets in the name of Nelson Mandela. And today, 10 years later, it is a massive global celebration.
And throughout this journey, this year, when you mark this decade of course, doing this great work, what can we look forward to? What other campaigns, initiatives will you be holding to obviously celebrate the decade mark?
We've got amazing ambassadors all around our country who are right now galvanizing more people to become involved, to make blankets. So today, to this year, our theme is peace, love, more tolerance. You know that song by Art Matthews? So that is our theme for this year, because that's what we need to do. We need to unite as a country and not see the differences. We need to knit our lives together. We need to knit our nation together, and we need to knit nations together.
How do other people get involved?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X. So 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day SA in South Africa, because we're all around the world. At 67 Blankets on X and at 67 Blankets on Instagram.
How do we ensure another 10 years?
Well, this is why we've got all the amazing schools present today at the celebration at Steyn City at the farmhouse. JP High School for Girls, as you know, has been really, it's like a factory there. They've made thousands of blankets. So the youth are becoming very involved. It's not an old lady sport anymore. It's trendy, it's hip, it's happening, and the youth are embracing 67 blankets blankets in the most beautiful, beautiful way.
Just on another question that doesn't link up to this campaign, but it has to do with Madiba. I'm sure you are aware of, the whole controversy around his personal documents that might, be auctioned off to another country. As somebody who I would like to believe loved Madiba, what are your views on this?
I think it's a travesty, actually. I don't think it should happen because those documents and his belongings don't belong to other people. How can we sell off Nelson Mandela? I don't know what the current status is, but I do believe that we need to hold on to and cherish his items. They're part of our history.
In closing, what's the most outstanding part? What's the part that you love the most about this campaign that you've been running for 10 years?
We went to CHOC, the Childhood Cancer Association, the other day in Saxonwold and in Soweto. And when I see the joy on people's faces, people who are going through a real struggle, and when you see the light in the eyes, and you know that you're making a difference, that this blanket is for that child to keep for life, however long or short the life may be. So that is how we are propelling the movement forward, by seeing the difference that we are making.
Thank you so much. There, of course, Caroline Steyn, keeping Madiba's legacy alive, one blanket at a time.